This is a quick any percent for Super Mario Land 2 tutorial. We start by getting a mushroom in Pumpkin Zone 1. Enter the pipe, start select, while inside the pipe, re-enter the level, and immediately press right as you fall through the floor. Usually wait until the ceiling goes just off the screen to start holding right, otherwise you'll fall right on a level clear tile, generally. You gotta enter in this pipe here on the second row. When you don't have a fire flower, you need to jump on top of the pipe and not press any inputs on the controller until you land. Or no inputs on the D-pad until you land. To get through this part, you just hold down. That first section there had a conveyor belt, so you hold down and it pushes you left immediately. You fall down here, you'll land, and then you'll run right. This is just pressing down to fit under this block as a conveyor belt pushes you through. You'll fall straight down here, and then you'll need to run to the left to go over a couple blocks and fall between the last one and the one before it. You'll fall down to the left, and then there's a pipe that has a 3-pixel window. You can't enter too far right or you'll get stuck, so you want to enter the farthest left you can. At this point, you're going to jump up to the right and over like the column that's to your right, and just continue running to the right until you can't run anymore. This is the pixel perfect pipe. You have to get onto the pipe to your right, but there's an invisible block at Mario's eye level, so you have to run and slide onto the pipe. If you go too far, you get stuck and you have to restart the level. So we use a visual cue. Once you're on the pipe, you then have to stand up to enter the pipe, but since there's an invisible block, you get pushed, so you have to buffer the input, go over each of those steps. So you want to scroll the screen down. This is the visual cue with Mario's feet being catty-cornered to the question mark. Running and sliding onto the pipe, not particularly trivial. Alright, once on the pipe, you want to let go of down and press start within a frame of each other, so you stand up and pause on basically the same frame, like so. You'll then need to hold down when you unpause and then immediately press the run button. After you pass 3 blocks, or as you start to pass 3 blocks, you'll start holding up instead. Right here. I'm going to run it as far as I can to the right, and then hold up and up and run, and then keep holding down. And this is just holding down and run at this point. Break a few blocks, and then we're on the floor. On the floor, you need to scroll the screen to the right a couple times. You can do that by just running and jumping at the wall. And as you land, press down. Not enough that you break blocks, though. This part, after you scroll the screen to the right twice, is missing some blocks. And there's a hole at one of these points, so you can't just... You gotta make sure you keep running. If you slow down at all, you fall into the hole. Or if you jump early or something, you fall into the hole. I like to run until I get forced to slow down because it's a water tile, and then I make a small jump at that point. as long as you get over that spike block. Jumping scrolls the screen down. One more screen transition. The block you're looking for is the one on the third row between two pipes that are 6 tiles apart, so it's the one I'm standing above now. After you break it, you start select, and there's the credits.